is just deplorable. For the common good of the community, I would like to ask that you help fix the road so that the community that houses the market for onions, the children's hospital, can be easily accessed. I will be grateful if your assistance in this area is given. The second request is to aid us with the completion of the construction of the children's hospital. We also know that the government gives tax waivers. Obviously, a project such as this will depend a lot on medical.
Worried, should I say, because I said to the regional minister who was sitting next to me, I said, how can we bring sick children on this road? They could die before they get here with all these bumps and so on. We need that road done. And so I'm going to put my effort on it for us to get it done. The second issue you raise is tax waivers for medical equipment and so on. And I am 150 or 1,000% in agreement with you on this issue. If you look at the schools and the hospitals that the churches have built, without these facilities, the schools, Ghana will not be what Ghana is today. We are there, we have been able to benefit so much from all these developments. And so we are going to make them entitled as a matter of course to tax waivers when they are coming in with any equipment or material to build hospitals or schools or other development projects. I will make a strong case with government to also get involved to provide some assistance for this hospital, because as I said, it's for all of this country. And so we are in the process of doing Agenda 111, and we should factor this hospital into our whole healthcare provision in this country.
Orumanyam for Mohammed Amin Adam photo sound for no opinion washena so ye say won't sika 700 million Ghana cedis former Securities and Exchange Commission at na no hwe hu ni say wona brebi wodu sika investment the fund management companies egu no yentua wona won sika kwaka mu nyina no wona de emfa emo na photo sound for ni chirim say obetwa sika ya hodo emprensa ye di kan ni na tosum yenu na tosum yansan so beba chiri nto obo Ghana fo nyina no hoba say sika kwaka mu na ye che di kan na won sanka bia nya abotere de aka won sabe kan de.
We had indicated in the 2024 mid-year review of fiscal policy presented in July 2024 that Cabinet had granted approval for the disbursement of an additional 1.5 billion Ghana cedis to provide relief and bailout for those whose funds have been locked up in the fund management companies. I am glad to inform you that the Ministry of Finance has processed the release for the first tranche of 700 million Ghana cedis of the additional 1.5 billion Ghana cedis for the Securities and Exchange Commission to further bail out the remaining customers whose funds were locked up, including Black Shield Fund Management Limited customers. Yesterday, I instructed the Controller and Accountant General to release the funds to mitigate the stress on affected persons. The 1.5 billion Ghana cedis will be released in 3 tranches. This amount will bring the number of investors to be fully settled under the Black Shield Limited to 82,096 customers, representing 92%. And to 12,069 customers, representing 78% of the rest of the fund management companies. This will bring the total number of investors fully settled under the bailout scheme to 94,165 customers, representing 90% out of the total validated claims of 105,178 customers. This intervention is being done despite the tight fiscal space, evident of government's commitment to provide relief to investors of the defunct fund management companies, especially the pensioners groups.
Afi omai Ghana ye babeto abakese ewomaimu na National Peace Council HSA amanuku ahododo na assign asumdua pam aka NDC pe na zomni NDC dinkomo akwachiri pa amugiri se enche asumdua pam no NDC fompenifo ebe sign.
We acknowledge the concerns of the NDC. We've looked at them. Most of the things they are talking about are not the core responsibility of the Peace Council. Issues of killing is an issue for the police and then also for the courts. So I think that those institutions are already dealing with those matters. We've spoken to the IGP, spoken briefly with the AG, so we refer those things to them. The ones concerning the EC, we've spoken to the EC about those things for them to clarify. So we hope that those issues will be clarified in due course. We are very hopeful that they will sign. We've had negotiation with the parties over a long period of time. If you look at our negotiation to get NDC back to IPAC, it took us 3 years, but we finally got it done. So we are hopeful.
It's very important that we regulate how our politics is financed. We see candidates openly giving monies and gifts. If we continue in that direction, we are running on a slippery slope. And what is going to happen is that the one who has the most money will become the one who will win the elections.
The peace of the country could be protected by every one of our citizens. And so we are educating our church members to become conscious of their contributions to what could become problematic or peaceful. But
Central for you Ghana Journalist Association opinion of Diana no and Ura Albert Kwabena Jumfo opinion of the Tuja said December Bosma about to the Ghana and Central for Bobo and Wasi, a crowd of papa, a bay you must son, the Aboma Batono, a re assumed your name, Mama said, dear, and opinion no Eddie Emma Ghana for Centroni before the paper, before the pen, record and answer the camera. Every day, Simon so not Ghana ni, or don't Sabaki can dear, and idea of Central for, your best so. And Central for Kubata and the American minor or Ghana. And I can't want to map my non identity, Emma Central for Efa Quampo before December Bosma about to a Ghana, Ebequenimino, or Bebo Huamania, Uncle Dinaba Quinchi, and also for Frechi, maybe reaching no Ghana, Sundri, and Concordani, and Butuo. You may dear see an opinion of Dan Central for Kubata and no, Guru Albert Camerajum for Eka say Chilm said Central for dear, or when Mojuma or Ghana, and to OGDA, say or my crowd, name Kokobo, and Ekodama Ghana for, send yes Centrani ba, or Bitiakoka, Nama Bo, and Yasotro, and Yadan Central for Ebeso.
The GJA proposed this project to help journalists prepare for the upcoming 2024 elections. And I can tell you that we are in August, still 3 to 4 months to go, journalists are well prepared and ready for the 2024 election. I have no doubt that these workshops we've held in partnership with the US Embassy would strengthen us as journalists and cause us to deliver on our mandate and rise to the challenge. I also believe that the security agencies in which the police is leading the charge will help defend press freedom, even in the midst of provocation. While I urge my colleagues to abstain from actions that jeopardize our democracy and peace, I also want to warn those who attack the media that the GJA will not tolerate on any day any attack on journalists leading up to the elections, as we will resist such actions. I have consistently stated that if you are a politician or any person or group of individuals who cannot accommodate the media during this intense electioneering period.
Yeah, call NDC Amanikuno Australia Mabunu Kobi or NDC Mua. Yeah, from Operation Recover All Loot Brigade. Wamo HSA, Nipebi Ewo Maimua, Wamo Fumu Omano Ejopadie, Wamo Ewia Ghana Sika die basa. Koso maimu intibusue wele munede tosu enai wamo ko finance ministry no makoye oyechra emu odin honomo.
Operation Recover All Loot Brigade. Chese ya ntwen ma NDC ba ansa na ebe recover sa loot no. Enti ye de ya hyase. Enti bebi a ebe hu se ha proye and corruption, stealing and corruption ewo ho. And bribery and corruption, ebe occupy ho. Now occupy no, it is a demonstration. But we dey friend the demonstration kitwa. It announce say ebe ba office, ne bisa questions. Say adentina contract way, why inflate? Contract way, we sika way, contract way, we sika way. And him say ebi so most of the corruption allegation cases no under investigations. But no patch say yeah as youth no so, yeah ntimi ko bisa questions. Because ye na yo maimu ena maimu ye na ye dia say ye tina o ye dia na say maimu no say we don't have anywhere else to go to entina ena ye say yeah ye free oral brigade no just say Operation Recover All Loot Brigade. Ye first point of call no be Ministry of Finance theatre to her. Say next week Wednesday on the 4th of September, na mebuna organ ha. So we NDC new, we MPP new, we Afafranto new, we Cheddar new, we APC, we PNC, we Gumo, we de senso toa e ka fie bia anabeba. Enti bombo mo hoden na on the and I say ejuma oye no. And so say obeje sa amount of sika no a oje no enti bisa Ministry of Finance say adentina still who go to continue with our contract no enti catch Ministry of Finance say on taking steps no njiji sika nyina wetu ama ebimu they are not worthy to take sa sika just say ejuma wo ye no and fata say obeje sa sika no ena etosu me no so omo making sure say omo be abrogate sa contracts nyina.
Empenyufo da Ghana Revenue Authority no edi adesede ko edi yama Ghana for ni titiriu ene wana woye wankasa wadwuma no se kwancha de efe esika ene edi obesere se wontwa wonto na sika emre oman mu na aban no nya sika emfa embo oman no ho bra
ansa no mbeba ha no ye call shop to shop ebisa wo ma chiro omudin omo nchiro omudin omo ma chiro omudin problems sa omo go through na bebre edise ye san koyechi ne ye kwotro wo mu edin na ne enne de ne man ye sonkron sem ye de aboa Ashanti Business Owners Association for members ye de guta wo mu nyina ne ya ye adwense yenko shop to shop obi biara on chiro ni din no omo ma ye backing enti ye program ye de make sure say ye be register as many ni nyina cover the informal sector no ni ye boost to collection ya widen tax net no so ena ye IS education no bebre ho a wo mo ntiase enti this ye intensify education into intensify education no na ye bring obia on board sababu ye dro no ye nkoso emmobosia into obia be na afemode ena ye pese ye de hye kakra ne nsachre kakra ba ye can modify taxation system no and also ya chrekere mu womo a omo ye by installment womo so a ye de turnover ena cash base ya to ye bu ya chrekere me do ye policy eba ba ye nyanwie ehun nhyehye no eno be capture informal sector no as many as we can
ya ye hu ni say as o man no ye nyina ye mpese e bedi nokre ama ye nyina ye ho obi ye nkyekere se and more you turn on 700. Yahu say no cre. And I yeka say a more no so you turn saying. Now for so saying that it ends up to either 1.5% or 2%. And out of this, GRA nkwa abanji say say I will say they buy 6 to 7% a common. Workers who are no bosume so also Chianica. How do you reconcile all this? Because the resource in
with the cascading effect in the pesa ban no cutting whereby obeji ade na one source and the explanations so then one source where ma adwumani nyina ayiyam bia ade asomdwe beba markets.
Awie kasebo no asi kasebo na sise ne kwamu atene David Ofori Safo Bongo Difara ene empinifo ebisi nkonwa na wadwendwe ne Ghana hona ne yebedi dwedie mu enkomo MPP manifesto si form NDC di nso si form obi aso beboa ma dwedie wo port atimi akọwa no na manya ne ntiese si bail bi eda ho na imported na exporters de omo si bail no omo mfo aso ne kofufuro bi nso ho omo so omo mfo aso ti asakiba meni se odi mu nchire ebe ma ye ewie yebetwe ho abaye ba enkomo twetwe ebi frase